Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, Simply Kee Samone. If you are new here, I want to say welcome. And if you're returning, I want to say welcome back. Here on my channel, I make videos all about mindset, growth, and lifestyle. Today, we are filming a life update. Yes, let's get into some things. If you are new here, hello, hi, welcome. We're just gonna get into some real deal spiel, okay? Pull up a seat, get you some water, wine, or kombucha. This evening, we would normally be drinking wine for a video like this, but we're drinking kombucha because my birthday just passed. If you haven't watched my birthday vlog, go ahead and watch it. Here it is right here, and you can click that link right up there in the corner to watch that. But I just turned 30 and I guess 2 weeks ago now. I turned 30 2 weeks ago, and all of October, I was drinking, and well into the beginning of November, I've been drinking. Okay. It's just, a Tuesday night, casual Tuesday night, so we're just gonna keep it simple, and we are just going to sip this kombucha, girl, all right? Okay, so yes, like I said, welcome back for another video. Today I am filming a life update video. I feel like there's so many things that I have not talked about, have not really touched on and shared with y'all. If y'all have been following me for a while, then y'all know last year I was very heavy vlogging. I wouldn't say like transparent to the point of like telling my business, but y'all at least knew kind of like what was going on with me. And then here I would say like the past, I guess 4 months, 3-4 months, when I started making my mindset chit chat videos, and they were sit down videos, and I hadn't really did many vlogs. Like I've done vlogs here and there, and like I said, my birthday vlog, I did a birthday prep vlog, and then prior to that, I think I did a random days of my life. Oh, and Dallas when I met Peyton. Oh, shout out to the PayPals. If any of the PayPals watch, shout out to y'all. But yeah, I feel like that there's so many different things that's been going on, and things that I kind of just want to talk about. This is like my visual diary kind of. And yeah, and I know that there's people that, watch and care, and it's like, girl, go ahead and give us the life tea. So here we go. Okay, so I have my iPad here. Okay, I normally in the past have written down notes and outlines for videos, because y'all, I'm telling you, I will talk y'all's head off. Okay, if I don't have like some sort of outline on bullet points that I need to touch on, I will talk y'all's head off. So I have some things here on my notes app. A life update number 1, birthday recap and feelings on turning 30. So honestly, I guess the birthday recap would be the vlog. If you're not like a vlog style vlog watcher girly or homie boy, then I could tell you that when my wife asked me what I wanted to do for my 30th birthday, like normally people are like, I want to go to Vegas, I want to go out the country, I want to turn up, I want to do this, I want to do that. And very much so the things that I could have did, I probably could have did it, travel somewhere, went out the country and everything. But I really was feeling like I wanted a more relaxing, calm. I didn't want to deal with the hustle and bustle of travel. I'm not going to hold you. That just wasn't really what I wanted to do. I didn't want to travel. I don't want to say super crazy. Anywho, I just wanted to be calm. I wanted to be relaxed. I wanted to be calm, cool, collected. I wanted to go to a spa. I wanted to get massage. I wanted to get wined and dined. I wanted to relax. I wanted to get some sleep. I just wanted to be able to have time to soak up the fact that I was turning 30. Be in the presence of God and reflect on all the blessings that I've had over the span of my lifetime, and just kind of reflect on things that, have been going on in my life recently, and like things that are getting ready to happen. So that was kind of like my mindset. That's kind of like the birthday recap. So we did a staycation here in San Antonio at the Locs Resort and Spa. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. We had a great experience there. Everyone was very, very nice. Great service. It is I don't know how old the property is. It does, just by like the fixtures and everything, it does seem like it is an older property, but it's very, very, very nice. So it's not like a modern chic whatever, but it is giving old money. I would say it's giving old money very much. And I thoroughly enjoyed my time. We literally was on a champagne diet, drinking champagne the whole time, eating everything we can get our hands on, relaxing, going to the spa, getting massage, couples massage, all those good things. So thoroughly enjoyed that. That was all that I asked my wife for my birthday, and she delivered like always. So thank you so much, baby, for catering to me and giving me exactly what it was that I wanted for my birthday. So I love you. Feelings on turning 30. I honestly feel like I don't feel 30. Like I feel 30, like physically sometimes, like my kneecaps and things in my back. That could be due to over 8 years of military service. Mentally and emotionally, I don't feel 30. I feel like I have a fresh start almost. I don't know what it is. This new decade is kind of like I have my head on straight and I'm stable in life. So like when you turn 20 and you're getting ready to turn 21, it's kind of like I'm diving into life right now. I'm already in life, but I'm like stable as far as financials, living and things like that. But I feel like I have a fresh start as far as a mindset and just things that I want to do, things that I want to accomplish, things that I feel like that I have limited myself from, or maybe not even limited myself from, maybe things that just weren't for me at like past times that I wanted, and now I'm able to move forward and go after those things. So I feel like it's a fresh start. I feel like it's a clean slate. I feel like there's a lot of things that I want to do differently. I feel like I want to spread my wings as far as they can go. I'm feeling very optimistic and hopeful for the future. I'm feeling very blessed to even live this life, to breathe this air, to have a roof over my head, to have food in my fridge, to have, you know, my family is healthy, my friends are healthy. Just having all of those things, like my baseline, my ground baseline, I couldn't be more grateful for. I honestly couldn't be more grateful for. I feel like that was what was the biggest thing for me, was just being grateful in this moment and just being mindful and knowing, being happy for the little things. So the happy for the little things and the big things, because some of the little things are really big things to some people, and I feel like we forget that sometimes. So yes, my feelings on turning 30, we taking this thing one day at a time. I still feel very much so like I have not reached full potential yet. As human beings, we're forever growing, we're forever evolving. But I know that some people are on certain like timelines, you know, or they're on like those imaginary timelines. And I feel like I finally let that go. The imaginary timelines, everything is going to happen for me when it's supposed to happen. There's a plan already laid out for me, and I'm just doing my due diligence to get to those end goals. So yes, I think that wraps it up. I don't want to ramble too much about that. We're going to go on to the next bullet. One of the main things, or I guess one of the main themes that's been kind of recurring this year, because might I add, earlier this year, I prayed to God and I was asking him, I started talking to God more and more on a normal basis. And so, and not just like when I needed something or wanted to ask for something. And I feel like that made our relationship, we here, you know? So, or we getting here, you know, he got my back. And so I asked him to remove anything from my life that was not serving me, or if there was something that I needed to know or be revealed to me, I asked for that. And one thing about it, two things for sure, when you ask for something specifically, it is going to be revealed to you. It's going to be revealed to you. And I don't think I was fully prepared for that. It actually showed me a lot of, I feel like, I don't want to say character flaws. I would say areas of growth, or areas for opportunity for growth within me. It also showed me that. It also showed me things that I needed to remove myself from. It showed me things that may need to be put into different categories in my life, which I felt were important, that really weren't important, or things that I should be focusing on and wasn't focusing on. For example, friendship. Navigating friendship as an adult hit me this year, like, I don't want to say like no other, but maybe like for the first time in a long time. You know, when you're a teenager or you're a kid and you have, you know, little petty arguments with your friends or whatever, and y'all either are not friends or y'all are friends, and you know, that's just that. There were a couple instances where friendships were tested. My own communication skills were tested. Like, I realized, I hope my mic is not being disturbed. Y'all, I'm going to get a new mic, but we're going to get into all that too. But there was a lot of things that happened surrounding friendship that had me for 1 minute, like, questioning like a lot of stuff. And so I had to take the time to take a step back and reevaluate what's important to me. What are my values? You know, what do I value in certain friends and certain relationships and things like that. And then it also had me questioning my own flaws and what I bring negative to relationships, and not just what people bring to me. And that, without putting my business out there like completely, it just taught me the importance of communication within all relationships of your life, not just romantic relationships and not just your family members, but with your friends. Like, you really have to treat your friends as if your relationship, like as if y'all are in a relationship, of course platonic, you know, but these are people that you love. And as we grow up and step into these big ages, everyone is evolving so differently. Like, everyone is on a different path. Everyone thinks differently. Everyone carries themselves differently. Everybody has different morals and different values and different, all of these things. But if we value the friendship and we value that person, and of course, if these people haven't done anything to you that, you know, malice and intentional harm, sometimes we get in our own way just because we forget that we still need to communicate, and we still need to put in that work and that effort, especially as we get older, as we get married, as we have kids, as we, you know, transcend in our careers, as we go over different endeavors, as we move here and we move there, and your friends are going through different life challenges, you're going through different life challenges. The bottom line is loving unconditionally and communicating. I learned that this year in more than one instance, and I'm so grateful for that lesson. That lesson was really hard. I thought I was going through a friendship breakup, and really, we just needed to communicate. We just needed to communicate, okay? So it's like, that was a very, very big thing. And I feel like that took a toll on me because one of the relationships in particular, that's my dog. Like, that's my road dog. So it kind of just taught me, like, sometimes in some seasons, like, you may need to, like, I guess, move around in people's lives and then make room for what they have going on, and then also be upfront with what you have going on. But just that all comes with communication, you know, communication. So life lessons, being taught, navigating adult friendships, and having some real conversations, and then having real conversations about, you know, who needs to be left and who needs to come with you. But yes, so I learned a lot about friendships here recently, and I'm very grateful for those lessons, even especially the hard ones, because I feel like if you think that you have all the answers to everything, you're sadly mistaken. So sadly mistaken. Okay, next thing, I got demonetized on YouTube, y'all. The tube demonetized your girl. I remember way earlier this year. Was this earlier this year or was this last year? Dang. Was that this year or last year? I'm really having a brain fart. Maybe that's the the 30s kicking in. But I made a video about 1 year being monetized. I made a video about being monetized for a full year, and I, you know, disclosed what I made, and I disclosed what I felt got me to the point of monetization. And the main things, in which I will go ahead and link that video here, but the main things really was to create content that could educate, could entertain. Really, those were the two main things: educate and entertain. The first videos for me that took off were my lock videos, and in which, again, we're gonna talk more about that. But my lock videos, and then also I started uploading like music playlists, because when you're sourcing music, or if you're a blogger or YouTuber or aspiring YouTuber, you will already know that YouTubers go on SoundCloud. Of course, there's other paid platforms that you can use to source your music, and you know it's not going to be copyrighted, and you know it's not going to be whatever. But you know, sometimes the girls, the millennials, we like to have a little something, a little bounce to our videos. You know, it adds to that element of entertainment. It adds to that little, it gives it a little something extra. It gives it a little sprinkle, you know? So I like looking for music on SoundCloud, and I know that a lot of people don't have the patience to do that. They don't want to take the time to do that. So I was like, this could help people. Let me go ahead and add this to my list of videos. And I put them up, and sure as shit, they surpassed all my lock videos. Like, they took off. People were loving them, commenting like, how do you get these songs? I made another video about like how you can go find them or whatever. So I think that all those videos, I think those videos were up for like, one was up for almost 2 years, and then, or like maybe a year and a half, and the other one was up for like a year. My channel was demonetized because the content that I used, and although you can use them, I think it's like fair use policy. I'll screenshot or put something here that shows you, you know, why you're able to use this music if someone is not, you know, if it's their content, you know, for educational purposes, entertainment purposes, criticism, all those things. But with me uploading the videos and only having just the music, like I didn't, like it wasn't a vlog, like it wasn't something of entertainment for like to go with the music. It was just the music. I guess that was the issue. YouTube, honestly, I don't know if y'all have, you know, any of your favorite creators have said anything. They probably haven't. They probably like talk amongst themselves about it, but YouTube is really cracking down on a lot of things. So I do still feel like that is a good idea, but you have got to be very specific on, you know, how you edit the video. Like, put some effort into editing the video so that you can claim the content as yours, pretty much. I went through that whole process. I got demonetized. You could delete the videos, or you could delete the video, or you can edit the video and then you can dispute it, or reapply or whatever. So I deleted the videos and then I reapplied, and they still denied me. And so I was like, what? So you have to wait 30 days. I think it's like within a 30-day period. And then when they denied me, I had to wait 90 days. And I was like, 3 months? Like, 3 months? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that was crazy. That was really, really crazy. And so it was annoying as well, because that was like a good 200, 300 a month. And I mean, although that's not like a lot of money in the eyes of like your favorite YouTuber, how much money that they're making, but to somebody who is not making anything from social media, outside of like partnerships and things like that, that's a good chunk of change, especially in this economy. That's a bill, that's groceries, that's gas, that's whatever. So I was very much so salty. But in the midst of having been demonetized for the next 90 days, I took that opportunity. I kind of took it as a personal challenge, and I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to re-edit these videos. I'm not going to post any of these videos anymore, because one thing that, you know, the platform is not going to do is mess with my change. So I decided to just keep the videos off, deleted them altogether. And I was like, this could be a personal challenge for me to be able to continue to grow my audience with solely based on content about myself. And so instead of continuing to look at it as, dang, you know, what am I going to do now? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, start making content or continue to make content, because I was always making content that was based on me or based on my locks. But it challenged me to only do that, because if we're being completely honest, my lock videos, they make money, and my vlogs, they like, it's not, it ain't, the math don't be mathing. The music videos and the lock videos was definitely carrying my channel as far as monetization goes. And that's like as vulnerable and transparent as it gets. Like, the coins was there. Okay, so, but I really wanted to know that I was making valuable content, and, you know, that I could do this on my own without having something that was outside of myself that was going to get me where I wanted to be on this platform. I hope that that makes sense. I hope that that doesn't sound crazy. So here we are. I think, what are we like now at this point? Like almost 5 months later, like 4.5 months later, I'm remonetized again. So yeah, your girl got remonetized last month. So happy about that. So I am back in the groove. And so I'm really happy about that. I think that that taught me to not be so dependent on things that are outside of me, to help me grow here on the platform. And that, because in all reality, I'm gonna be honest, I let those videos carry my channel. I wasn't putting in as much effort as I could. Like my vlogging last year, like I used to get so into like my scenes and like my cuts and, you know, angles and like making sure the music matched this and this, that, and the third. And I still kind of do that, but I definitely let it slide. And I was being lazy. It's no way around it. I was being lazy. And I think that that was a sign that, hey, you can do much more better than this. So let's get on that. And I recognized that halfway through the time period, halfway through those 90 days, I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna do this. I'm still gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this in a different way. So I'm remonetized, happy about that. And yeah, just be cautious, you guys. Just be cautious, because YouTube, Google, Meta, they don't be paying about their coins, all right? And you shouldn't play about yours either. So yeah. Alrighty, so that kind of leads me into the next thing, which is something that I always feel so just touching on, but I know that this is something that's really important, because a lot of people go through this, a lot of people deal with it, a lot of people don't like to talk about it, a lot of people don't bring it up. There are a lot of people that do, but there's still a lot of people who don't, you know, or they keep it behind closed doors. And I feel like through my own personal journey and what I want to do with this platform, it's imperative for me to share experiences like this so that I could be walking in my purpose. So I was going through a period, a very long period actually, of high functioning depression. I'm not going to hold you. I was basically doing what needed to be done to survive, save face, and just keep going with life, being able to pay my bills, making it so that as long as my family members, they're not, you know, concerned about me, worried about me, all of those things, like I'm good. Hiding it from my friends, like kind of divulging it a little bit within certain friendships, but not really, like not really diving into it. Pretty much if you've met anybody, or if you are a person with high functioning depression, like, you know what I mean. Like, you get up, you do the things, but it's literally like pulling teeth to do those things. Like, it's like pulling teeth to get out of bed. You don't feel creative. You don't feel motivated. You don't feel like yourself. You have a gray cloud hanging over you. And no matter how much you smile and push through, and, you know, somebody asks you how you're doing, and you're like, I'm okay. I'm good. How are you? It's not fun. It's not fun at all. And that was this was happening during the issues that I was having with friends. This was happening during the time that I got demonetized. And then a lot of other things. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. If any angles changed, if any lighting changed, my camera overheated. But what I was saying was that was during a period where a lot of things were going on. And it just added on to the severity of the smallest things ever. And so it's not like you want to, and I'm just speaking for, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for all people or anyone who experiences depression or anxiety or any type of mental illness. It's not that you don't want like your friends and your loved ones, like nobody wants to tell their loved ones or tell their friends, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm whatever. Because sometimes like when people hear that, it's like a trigger and it's like, okay, I gotta be all over you. And sometimes it's not that you want to unalive yourself, you know? It's sometimes it's not always that. And I don't know. And please let me know down in the comments, like if you've experienced this, like who do you talk to about it? I have my people that I talk to about it, 2 people. That was my safety net. But it's not something that you just go broadcast to the world. Is just not. And that's honestly, that's just it. Because at those times, you don't want any attention on you. Like you want to crawl in a ball and just go do whatever. Like you just want to be in a hoodie under a blanket. Like that's pretty much it. So everything that was going on in my life at that moment, it was all like 10 times worse. And so on top of that, moving to the next life update, I quit my job. So back, I would say, dang, when was this? April, I think I got that job. Yes, I started working there in April. And if y'all remember, I was working from home last year and I was trying something new and it wasn't really for me. Like I did like a pivot switch. Like I was still in IT, but I switched to tech sales and, you know, I did it for 6 months and I was like, sales isn't really for me, but I know I still want to be in the tech space because of my heavy IT background when I was in the military. So I went back to pretty much the same job or the same type of job that I was doing when I was in the Army, and then added on deputy program manager for the contract that I was working on, because I was a contractor for the government. So y'all, that I'm not gonna go into super detail because I love the company that I work for. I love the contracting company. Like they take care of their people. They really do. I love the company as a whole. Even when I was active duty, I worked with contractors that worked for them, and those people had worked for that company for like years. So I loved it. They took care of me. Everything was good. But the location that I worked at, the office that I worked at, it was a lot. It was a lot. There's different levels to it. I took on an extra role without fully thinking it through. I just kind of got excited at what it was, and I feel like I was flattered and up for the challenge that I just took it on without thinking. Having dual roles with only getting paid for one, only getting paid for the one I got hired for, but still taking on dual roles and then dealing with the different situations that I was dealing with there, it just became not a good fit for me. It was not a good fit. And I will just kind of leave that as that. Now that I've been out of the military for 2 years, it has taught me that I don't have to eat if I don't want to eat. You know, like I don't have to deal with things that I don't want to deal with if I have the luxury of not dealing with them. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, if I don't want to pay my mortgage, I'm not going to deal with paying my mortgage. No, that's something that you have to do. If there was an opportunity for you to not have to deal with something that was bringing you down, making you uncomfortable, stressing you out even when you were off the clock, then that's different. Like, and I'm talking to my people who are not, oh, suck it up and deal with it type people, because I sucked it up and I dealt with it in the military, you know? So my whole thing was, I kind of wasn't in a space mentally to try to change things in my role, because like I said, as the deputy program manager, that was kind of like a leadership role, like a junior leadership role, I guess. And I had been in leadership roles when I was active duty, but I was in a different mental space at the time, and what I was dealing with was not that. And yeah, it was just a lot, y'all. My homies that I met there, that we was cool, we was rocking. I still rock with y'all, but that environment, honestly, it was just not for me. Maybe in a different headspace, it would have been different, but I just couldn't anymore. I did it. But yeah, I had a conversation with my wife, and we worked out what we needed to work out on our end. And that was all she wrote. So yes, I am no longer working. I'm not there anymore. Rewind kind of with the my period or my depressive episode, and I won't even call it an episode, I would call it a period, because it lasted for some months. Like, it had been a while since it had lasted for that many months, and so it was just very it was just very sticky. On top of that, I started doing a lot of shadow work, because some of the things that I was working on in therapy, things started to lead to childhood, and a lot of things that I didn't originally go to therapy for. A lot of the things, I guess, that I was learning, or a lot of the things that my therapist and I were talking about from childhood, were linked to issues that I had as an adult, or issues that I have now, or issues that I've experienced just in adulthood, period. Bringing up those old things, that also added on another layer of, oh my goodness, in my brain. And if anyone has ever done actually truly done the shadow work, actually truly went through and dug up old things to be able to heal them and move from them so that you're a better person today, you know how dark that gets, okay? And I'm not even just talking about childhood. I'm talking about childhood, teenagehood, and early 20s hood. Bringing up anything that negatively still impacts you today, it brings back those emotions. It feels like it's still happening. It feels like it's happening again, but just internally, and which is a crazy feeling, and which is why I made the video about why healing is so hard. Again, I'll link it here. I'll be linking plenty of videos, okay? So make sure that when y'all are in the description box, y'all scroll down. If y'all don't click off and hit that now, the videos are down below. So make sure you scroll down there and look. But I made a video about why healing is so hard, and I was literally preaching to myself from experience. I was preaching in that video from personal experience on no wonder people don't get help. No wonder people don't go to therapy. No wonder people don't change their ways, because it's so hard. It's very time consuming. It's very it consumes your emotions in some points, in some aspects, but it is all for the better. And it's kind of one of those things where you have to trust the process and go through the motions, go through the steps, and to be able to move forward. So that was another thing that I was dealing with, that I guess I'm still I'm on the up and up from it. But let me tell y'all, and I got the shadow work journal, so there will be no shadow work journal. If you've never seen the shadow work journal or know what I'm speaking of, here's a picture of it right here. I've been working on that journal. I have not completed it yet, but if you would like for me to kind of elaborate on my experience with the shadow work journal, but if you've been on TikTok, I mean, if you're not living under a rock, or if you've been on Instagram, whatever, you've probably heard about this journal before. But if you would like for me to touch on my experience with it and, talk about is it worth it? Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, how can a journal change your life? And it's not that the journal changes your life. It's what you get as a result of using that journal when you're ready to, when you're fully open and you're ready to. Because I'm telling you, that journal had me in tears. I'm not gonna hold you. Anywho, if you would like for me to go into depth, make sure you comment that down below on my experience with using the journal. If you want to buy it, or but you're skeptical, make sure you leave that down in the comments. I will definitely dive more into that, but again, I feel like this video is already getting pretty long, so we're gonna keep moving along. So moving forward, we have talked about the past, so now let's talk about the present and the future. So my present right now, I'm just going to say that I'm back vlogging. There is so much coming up. Of course, my birthday just passed. That was kind of like the kickoff. I think I had a random days in my life vlog that I posted, and that was like times where I had like the spurts of energy, like I was getting back to that space of where, you know, I wanted to start back sharing my life and, you know, just getting back interacting with my people here on YouTube. So that was a vlog, and then of course preparing for my birthday and all of these things. So we have holidays coming up, we have friends events coming up, so channel changes. Let's get into it. Channel changes. So with my mindset chit chat, playing with the idea of turning my mindset chit chat videos into a podcast or a separate channel. And I have also been playing with the idea of keeping my mindset chit chat videos on this channel, but kind of making them vlog style. But then again, I feel like just how I feel about my mindset chit chat videos right now, like it's super valuable content, and I feel like I can speak with such conviction in those videos just because a lot of those things I've either dealt with or are dealing with, or, you know somebody who is dealing with them. So I know, and I've gotten great feedback from them, but adding in again, yet another element to my channel and like changing things, the algorithm, Miss Algorithm, she don't be playing. She's like, what is it? What is it that you want to do? Are you trying to vlog? Do you got Loc videos? Is it mindset? You know? So definitely leave down in the comments below, and I think I'll go ahead and put a poll up on my community tab. What did you come to my channel for? And if you come back to my channel repeatedly, what is it that you would like to see? Would you like me to keep my mindset chit chat videos on this channel? Or if you're not if you just like, girl, like it's good content, but it's not for this platform, would you recommend that I turn it into a podcast? So I'm not saying whatever the consensus is. Obviously, at the end of the day, I am going to do what I feel like is best for myself and what is, realistic and attainable at this moment. But I am also curious and willing to take my viewers, my audience, my internet family, my YouTube family's opinions into consideration, because you all are very important to me and you are the ones that are driving this channel. So I would like to know, would you be interested in having a podcast like separate aside just to have those conversations? I also want to include conversations with other women. And I feel like just having that dynamic on the same platform as like my vlogs and my lifestyle content, like it's just a lot for one page. It's just a lot for one page, honestly. And I feel like the algorithm gets confused, which keeps my channel from growing as fast as it could. So just let me know what you think about that down below, because that definitely is something that I am very much so considering, at this point. What else? Okay, so that's channel changes. So life changes. I know y'all like, girl, you're not just gonna glide past the fact that you quit your job. Like, what are you doing now? What am I doing now? So for now, I am not getting another job. I am actually going back to school. Your girl is going back to school at 30. I'm just in a very develop and grow me stage. And I never finished my bachelor's degree. I only have my associate's degree. It's a computer science associate's degree. And I'm like, I only have like a year left of school to finish my bachelor's. Like, girl, something that I've always like went back and forth on, if I wanted to accomplish it, if I wanted to finish it, if I wanted to this, if I wanted to that. But I know ultimately I don't know. I just hold the tenure in IT that I have so dearly. And I feel like that's a milestone that has always been in the back of my head. Like when I joined the military, that was the reason why I joined the military, was to pay for my school. That was the reason that I dropped out of school in the first place, because I didn't want to continue to rack up student loans. And so here I am with these benefits that I worked hard for to be able to go back to school. And I feel like I'm very blessed to have that. And it's something that I feel like I want to check off my bucket list. My generation in my family is who has the most degrees right now. There's people in the older generations above me that do have degrees, but not all of them, and it's very far and few between. So it's kind of like a personal goal for myself, you know? So yes, I will be going back to school. I will not be going back to work. I am pursuing a cybersecurity degree, my bachelor's in cybersecurity and information technology. So y'all wish your girl luck, okay? Y'all gonna be seeing the rough times. Y'all gonna be seeing the study sessions, the late nights, all that. But I know that I have it in me to do, and it's a goal that I want for myself. I don't know what's gonna come after that, you know, but I know that right now that is a goal for me. So I'm going back to school. I'm very excited. Y'all will see that coming up here soon. What else? We're getting to the end of this list. So yes, so really just prepping for 2024 going forward. Again, y'all are gonna see that in coming vlogs. My baby's birthday is coming up next month. Sag season is on the way. Now Scorpio season, I'm not gonna lie, the Sages, they're coming up, and my baby is a Sagittarius, and we gonna turn up for Sag season just like we turned up for Scorpio season, just like she surrounded me and loved me and made sure that I had everything that I wanted, and just was there to support me in the season that I was in. The same thing and same love is going to be given to her. So y'all can stick around for baby's birthday celebration. Like I said, a bunch of holiday things, friend things, and then just things with me. Like if you just really roll with me, if you've been here for I think that really wraps up my life update. Like this was a super long update. I feel like this is going to be an hour video. I feel like I know it is going to be, but whatever, girl. My real ones, y'all gonna stick around and y'all gonna want to know the tea. So I thank you so much. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Like you all have no idea how much it means to me, how much it means to creators, period, that people care enough to want to support somebody's creative outlet, support somebody's visual diary, to support somebody's ideas, their thoughts. It really does mean a lot to me. I do not take it lightly that you all come back and watch me, and we are growing. We are almost at 10K. I feel like, and it's so crazy because my numbers reflect the effort that I've had in my channel and like the season that I was in, because I felt so stagnant and I felt so blah. And that's how my YouTube growth has been, stagnant and blah. And we're not about to be stagnant and blah no more. We are grateful for another year of life. I'm grateful for another year of life and another opportunity each and every day to grow and put my best foot forward. Of course, still give myself grace. Of course, still love on myself and give myself time when I need it. But I just know that I could take this to the next level. And I know that we as a family, as this channel, my beautiful people, that we could take this to the next level. So again, make sure that you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, we are almost at 10K. It is my goal to get to 10K before the new year. Okay. If y'all remember 2 years ago, it was my goal before the new year to get 1K, and we did. So it is my goal to get 10K before the year is over with. I feel like we can do it. I feel like we can do it. So make sure that y'all subscribe, okay? And I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we need to do a little giveaway. I don't know. We'll see. But if you have made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I thoroughly appreciate you for joining me again for yet another video. Do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. And also do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Like I just said, we are on the road to 10K. And don't forget to turn on those post bell notifications, because your girl is going to be posting more, so you do not want to miss an upload. And make sure that you slide on over to Instagram and follow me there at _Kee Samone. And yes, beautiful people, that wraps up this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will just see you all in the next video.